My mind got a mind of its own. Spend most of my time on the phone. The rest of my time at the crib, lying in bed, crying alone. I'm in a dark place right now. I harbor a lot of resentment. A shark in the water's infested. And bartering's out of the question. Started to call me the best since that I'm sliced up bread and shit. I come from a place where you make a wrong turn, you might wind up dead and shit. Hey, the city put hair in your chest. He isn't gonna share with the rest. He is an embarrassing mess. Meet women that stare at the breast. Bet I'm a real piece of shit. I'ma kill the beat and dip, no even split. I want 60-40, smoke weed and kick it, watch Rick and Morty. White people shit like, I plead the fifth, can't pay the toll, we'll make it home, won't play the role, might read the script. You finna make it happen, but I'm saying that you're gonna lose your edge. Might get burned if you play with matches, fuck a praying mantis, don't lose your head. They think that I'm losing my flow, I'm losing our hope. Can't think of a movie to quote. Hey man, bring me a stool and a rope. You bet I'll abandon these bitches. You bet I'm a man of my word. Who never done swam with the fishes. Who never done ran with the herd. Hey, I'm a real piece of garbage. I'ma kill the beat regardless. I'ma fill a cheap cigar where reap the spark and reap the harvest. Free the market. Can you imagine that? Leap the farthest. Plan an attack with Van Black and Elite guitarist. Taking it to the limit. Fame is the new religion. Maybe you do what need to do, and then hey, maybe we do what did it. Got in like a lamb and out like a lion.
Hello all. Hello. As it may be our last time here together. I'm your Mish, here bringing you the championship video. You know, I thought about doing this video a couple of ways. You know, I've been thinking about it a lot. You know, there was a couple of times I was like, yeah, I'm just going to spark these fucking boomers. I'm just going to fucking spark them. That's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm just going to fuck them up. Because it'd be easy. But, you know, then I realized, you know, I took some time. You know, I was running my machine, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna approach this a different way. I'm gonna approach this how it should be approached, I guess. And you know, we're gonna dedicate this one to Miles. He is the champ. Although I think you know, even making it a question is mind blowing, But yeah, this is Miles' show. That's why I just played Miles' song. You know, one of those throwback songs, you know, that I remember from Miles. You know, it just, you know, let me address something real quick because, I guess in a way you're right. A way you were right. You know, maybe I am being a crybaby. Maybe I was. I don't think so. You know, I all I did was text you. I texted you on the side. I said, hey, you know, I'm Mish, right? You know, thinking that I had done a more than excellent job of being the commissioner of this league. You know, no, like nothing happened. There was no problems, nothing. Everything ran smooth. Everyone's getting their money. Like everything was just set up perfectly. The entertainment value every week. I mean, the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears I put into this league, and for you to say, "Oh, I don't know." You know, like when I text you, I text you and I go, "Hey, I'm this, right?" I don't know. You know, that kind of just like is like hurtful. It's like, what? Did I not do a good enough job for you just to like, yeah? Because like here I am, you know, I'm trying to be the commissioner, and I understand you just won, yada yada. But my job is I need to plan for the future. Now I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to keep this league like active in the chat? How am I going to get these guys to like, okay, fantasy season's over. You know, maybe we're, you know, let's go hibernate. No, I'm going to try and keep this chat active. I'm going to try to keep you guys more, like, involved still. Like, I wanted to do a post-award ceremony. I wanted to do, I was gonna like during the playoffs and like while the fantasy season's over, I was gonna start a couple DraftKings tournaments up, put $20 on the line or something. Keep you guys talking shit, keep you guys going. But like when I get told, I don't know if you're back after all I did. You know what I mean? It's like, well, now I got to stop planning, even though I'm trying to plan for the future of this league. So now I'm sitting here I go, twiddling my fucking thumbs, like waiting for an answer. I thought I deserved not to wait for an answer, but here we are waiting for an answer, but, I mean, I guess I'll leave it as it is, that's all I got to say about it, really. I mean, yeah, I guess that's where I'm coming from. It just hurt a little bit. I thought I blew every single fucking commissioner out of the fucking water, to put it bluntly. But I guess we'll move on here and see what happens. So I don't know what's gonna happen for your guys' future. But big shout out to Miles. Let's get into the breakdown. We'll go player by player and kind of see what happened, see how this all transpired, and see how Miles ended up taking the ship from who I still think is arguably the GOAT of the league. 3 straight championships. I mean, round of applause for Gregory. I mean, it's consistency. It's consistency there. 3 years in a row. Maybe 1 year. Oh, it's a fluke. 3 years? Nah, it's not. That's just grit, determination. You know how it goes. But yeah, let's get into it. We got Drake May putting up a 24 bomb, but we were watching that game and it just didn't fucking matter. Miles put him away pretty quickly. Let's talk about those Thursday games that got Greg in trouble. He had Kyron with a 10. Needed more than that. That was a Thursday game. So Greg just had Kyron on Thursday, and because he didn't have Devonta, and he ended up switching out Raheem Shaheed. Now we'll go to that Saturday slate because Miles didn't even go till Sunday. So it was basically Greg was trying to put the pressure on. Ended up failing, obviously. But, so Greg ended up with Josh Jacobs going 3.8 points. I think he got injured, too, so that's unfortunate. And then Christian Watson, who he swapped out for, he put in instead of Rashid Shaheed. Watson got him 2 points. Rashid got 9. It wouldn't have mattered, obviously, but, just a bad mistake there. But Jordan Love also got hurt. So that's probably a factor. But, I mean, that's fantasy, So there's that. We'll go into Sunday. Greg's got like 20 points. Not even, actually. Greg had 15 points going into Sunday. And it was just a fucking beatdown. It was a motherfucking beatdown. You got hurt. Oh, that was a late night game. You got Achane. Achane broke a 47-yarder. You got Chase doing what Chase does, getting all the fucking targets, just not a touchdown. Pickens, yeah. He's one of them. Like him and J-Mo are one of them kind of boomer bust. Pickens was balling when CD was out, and then he kind of slowed down a little bit, and then he came back. But yeah, Pickens went off. Yeah, last 2 weeks 6-4, and then boom, 22 in the ship for the dog. J-Mo got 9 targets, 70 yards, beautiful. Waller, I thought Waller had a couple catches to start that game. I was watching that game, and I was like, oh, no way is Waller about to win it for him. But yeah, 5 points, whatever. Fannin with the 17 for Gregory. He's just Shador's guy, but I mean, Amari Hampton had a nice day. 16 carries, tutty. I mean, I talk about all these guys. I talk about Greg's whole team. He's done. Greg's done 99 points. Greg will put up 100. I told you this all year. Greg's going to put up 100. You're going to have to beat 100 for Greg. But I tell you this, Miles has already won, right? Miles still has 2 players left. Miles still has JT and Juwan Jennings left. So, I mean, I guess maybe I'm making this video a little too early. Because maybe Jonathan Taylor fumbles it 17 times, and Juwan Jennings, I don't know, fumbles 15. But yeah, nonetheless, I mean, this was an absolute beatdown, and my previous video, I was going through the matchups, and I said Miles by a million. I said I thought Greg would be able to keep it close. It was never. I never ever, when I was watching this matchup unfold Thursday, Saturday, I never was like, oh, Greg's got a chance. Miles's team was just too good, too dominant, and all year he was doing it. All fucking year he was doing it, and hats off to you. I'm proud of you. It's about time, right? You never missed the playoffs, so that's really like you've been due. But well done, Miles. I mean, take your victory lap. Keep Jonathan Taylor in. Keep Juwan Jennings in, and you popped the living shit out of Greg, because you know what? You fucked him up, big cuh. You fucked him up, big cuh. Miles by a billion. That was good. Good. That was a good, very good final. Obviously, I'm not even going to bring it up. I was going to bring up Corey's team, but, that 172, yeah, that is crazy. It is crazy, thinking about that. But, well done, Miles. Hats off to you. Awesome year. I just want to let you guys know I had a fucking blast this year doing this for you guys. It's unfortunate that, the future's still in the air. But, it'll be dealt with. I'm sure Miles will do it correctly. I mean, I hope so. But I had a blast. I love doing these videos for you guys. I love dancing, doing the intros, dogging most of you. But then also giving all you your props, It was fun watching you guys develop here as a league, even if I'm not back, even if I'm not accepted back, I know that I think I pointed you guys in the right direction. I think you guys got things under control now, and you guys will still thrive, But, I just hope it's me wrapping the belt around your waist, Miles. And well done. I'm proud of you guys. It was an awesome year. Like I said, I had a blast. Hope I'm back. Hope this isn't the last video. But, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the choices are made, and then we'll go from there. I got big plans for you guys. And I just hope I'm back. Love you guys. Miss out for maybe the last time. You never know.